Hey, so check it out. The thing goes sort of like this. A, a little brother asked me the other day. He said, "Wale, I found out about the word called black in law means dead in the court, and so if you refer to yourself as black under law in the courtroom or anything, you're saying that you're dead to the to the court, and you have to be represented by a an attorney, I guess they call them, lawyer. They got different names, so I guess they mean different things. So you have to see, but the court finds you dead. I also find that to be the question in government, because the government uses law dictionaries. So in government, should you be black, you definitely are considered dead in the United States law thing. And there you go. So he said he just found that out from some Moors he's been studying with, and he was wondering if that's why I do not use that term. I advocated about not using that term. And of course, I told him, no, I didn't know that either. I found it out a few years ago myself from, interaction with the Moors. However, I've been an advocate of not using that term for decades because of the law of opposites. I deal in natural law. So I don't deal in that other stuff, their law, common law and legal law. And so that wasn't my reference. My reference is the law of opposites. The law of opposites don't care who you are, they don't care nothing about you. It exists like air and stuff. So once you put yourself in the law of opposites, i.e., you're black, they're white, you're in the law of opposite, that's what you're going to get. You should know that going in the game. I'm not saying don't play the law of opposites game. It's a natural law. You can play all the natural laws. You can walk into them and out of them as you please. That's what they're there for, to actually be help to you. But if you don't know what you're doing and you're walking into them, you can get yourself in a screwy situation and stay there and don't even know why you're there. That's the thing. You don't know enough natural law, you will stay there and don't even know why you're there. You can't figure it out. After a while, it might come to you or somebody will tell you. So now I'm telling you about the law of opposites. If something is white and something is black, that's the opposite. Now look at me. We went through this before. My skin is brown. I never ever met a person whose skin is black. I know people say they have, but then when I check it, they're either colorblind, meaning they have blue or green eyes, or they just lying. Because black is a whole nother thing. And also from the law of laws of nature, I understand the term black. So I know there's very few things in nature that are black. Very few things in nature are black. The so-called Black Panther is not actually black. It's very dark brown because it has even darker spots on it because it's actually a leopard. The Black Panther is a very dark leopard. It has spots of the leopard. But we call it Black Panther because it has that apparent, and we've been told all that, and it's jazzy, and that sounds, whatever. And then they tried to come up with a White Panther out of this albino, thing so they could have an opposite and then go in the law of opposites. The law of opposites work like this. Right and left are considered opposites, but they're the opposite of the same thing. Up and down are considered opposites, but they're the opposites of the same thing. They're opposite poles of the same stick, opposite ends of the pole of the same stick. And that's where the law of nature gets you. When you go in there with that white and black thing, you done put yourself on a stick, on one end of a stick, and you be wondering why I'm always getting the short end of the stick. Nigga, you put yourself there. Saying you were black, you put yourself on the end, on the other end of the stick. No, that's what you're doing, and you can play the game because you know you're on the end of the stick, and you know you're putting yourself there. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, I don't do it. Because I could, I'm into the truth thing, and I can see that I'm brown, so I say I'm brown, I'm not black. I ain't going to tell that lie. And then once you tell that lie and you know it's a lie, now you're into the realm of, denying the Creator. That's even worse than the laws of nature, man. The laws of nature, that's one game to play. But you start denying the Creator, that's a whole nother. I've done it. I'm not telling you some stuff, that I didn't put my foot in first to see if it was hot. I put my foot in there first. I did. So now I know it's hot. I'm telling you this thing hot. Don't put your foot in there. You know what I mean? As a just something to pass on type of thing. So then when you say you're this or that, be sure you're not putting yourself in the law of opposites. Especially, what? Brown has no opposite. Let me tell you something else. Truth, which is funny. Truth has no opposite. They try to tell you, oh, this and that. No, truth has no opposite. It don't exist. A lie is not the opposite of truth. A lie is a determination to deceive. That's what a lie is. And an attempt to deceive. It is not the opposite of truth. Truth don't need you to speak it. It exists all on its own. A lie, though, now, that needs somebody to tell it, because it's fiction. It's an attempt to deceive. It's not the opposite of truth. Truth has no opposite. So I'm saying when you say that you're brown, you automatically jump off of that stick and you're done with that stick, man. Get off that stick if you want. That stick sticking you up the ass. I'm just saying. Get off it. Learn the other laws of nature and how they work. I did something on one of them a few minutes ago. Anyway, you can look through my videos or you'll see one or two, but the biggest one is it don't even matter. Once you get into truth, you didn't outstep the laws of nature. You're into a whole nother realm when you go into truth. That's the Creator, the creation, the actual what is. So then you can learn all them different little laws and stuff like that if you want to. The 42 laws of Mayad and the 59 laws of Peter Pan and whoever the rest of them people is. It don't matter. The only law that really matters is speak the truth all the time. Everything else will fall in line after that. Go look at it. You'll see how it falls in line. You'll get healthier and everything, because every time you prevaricate, every time you take yourself out of sync with the Creator being in the truth, it affects you physically. That's why you get sick and ill and all them different kind of things, because all them things have to do with truth not staying with you, abiding inside all your cells and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Unless you have an injury and then whatever that caused it, I don't know. But I'm just saying, as far as the thinking, people be depressed and all that stuff, that's from not telling the truth. Because they lied. They stepped out of the boundary with the Creator, and that's messing with them, man, psychologically, whatever you want to call all them different things. And that's how it goes. So what I do is just go straight to the pinpoint and say truth, not 10 laws of whoever. All that stuff muddles the water. You know what I mean? It muddles the water. Well, what if they ain't got this? Well, what if they ain't got that? And all that kind of, because you got all them laws, man. And then you got to learn all them things. I could teach a baby to speak the truth without even wasting no time. Just as they grow up, we speak truth, and they be like, oh, that's every day. I didn't even know there was something different. See what I mean? That pole thing, though, opposites are links. You're linking yourself to something. You see them red, the one they wanted to call the red Chinese, they were talking about, no, we ain't into that color stuff, just call us Chinese. I mean, call them Chinese, and the Indians and the rest of them, they were like, no, we ain't gonna do that yellow people shit. We're not into that color stuff y'all into. We're not gonna play that game. Y'all do that, y'all over there by yourself, you and the blacks and the whites. Y'all play on that, play with that stick. Now that you know the law of opposites. You can use it anywhere you want. However, as soon as you get in the law of opposites, you are linking something. That's the part most people don't tell when they be discussing the law of opposites, is that you are creating a link to something that you may not want to really be linked to. Think about it. Yeah. Speak truth all the time. Yeah.